Trying to see if I can trying to see if I can get more people to join in so we can get this chat started because I think we got a lot to talk about. Now I'm just reading Looney Lynn's tweet saying that he's been waiting just as we are. So I'm just happy that we finally got a trailer. What's going on, guys? This is your boy DHR2 Productions, and welcome to episode 2 of Chiming with DHR2 Productions. And we're going to be talking about the Mortal Kombat trailer as well as the Power Rangers Dino Fury, which airs 2 days from now. So let's talk about the Mortal Kombat trailer and why I find it more interesting because it's basically everything that we've been asking for since forever. And you know what? I'm pretty satisfied. I'm satisfied of what we have. I'm satisfied for the long wait. And based on what I'm seeing from the trailer, I can see why it took so long to get it out. But I still think that Warner Brothers kind of messed up on a certain degree. But at least we got the real person, or should I say, the director, to give us an announcement that when the trailer is going to be released. Big Tank 7, what's up? And yeah, man, it's been a long time since we heard any news about the Mortal Kombat trailer. So with this whole fake Twitter account going on, and the real person actually came in and told us that we're going to be getting a trailer, Thursday. And before that, we've got some really really cool images of these characters, and I only have a few that I like, such as Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Um, as far as Jax, Melina, Kano, Cole Young, I'm not really feeling them though, but hopefully they'll be able to surprise me in the film. But I think once people saw Jax's image, they were worried that he's not going to look good in the movie, but based on his actor emotion and action, it pretty much proved people wrong, and as it should be. But yeah, I was really impressed by the trailer. You've seen my reaction earlier this morning, and I was really impressed. I know, man. Like, I mean, the last time we had a Mortal Kombat film was '97. Um, Annihilation. That was like almost 20 years ago, and I bother not talking about that film because that film was a disgrace. Didn't even bother making any sense whatsoever. But I think what you're talking about is that Mortal Kombat Legacy. And that movie is good, despite some hiccups and mishaps and stuff. And what I mean by it is the Melina, the teeth and the design. But they did show some gore and fatalities and stuff in it, so that was a big plus. And I've seen a few episodes on YouTube years ago, but I don't know if they're still on it or not. I'm gonna have to rewatch them before I watch this reboot. But yeah, that 97 movie was a big disaster and a failure, and it shouldn't be talked about ever again. So, but getting back to this reboot, so this movie alone is really fantastic. Even though it hasn't even come out yet, the trailer alone is what got me excited even more. Just seeing a video game franchise being brought to life with care and effort and passion that we've been basically asking for since forever. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that the director was able to give us what we want out of respect, out of love, it really shows that yeah, this movie is made in a smaller budget, but guess what? At least we put in the effort to make you care. Oh, trust me, we care about this movie now because I feel like you've done us some justice. I don't think it's too many remakes as long as it's done right. But I feel like the Mortal Kombat reboot, it served I mean, it has a purpose of becoming a reboot because just to recreate everything, the mistakes that were made in the 95 movie as well as the sequel. And don't get me wrong, the 95 movie was what it was. No fatality. Well, yeah, we already know the first film did not have any fatalities whatsoever. But I can tell you this: there were some good fight scenes of that movie, and I feel like Scorpion versus Johnny Cage from the '95 movie, Liu Kang versus Reptile is by far one of my absolute favorites, and I did a reaction to that as well. Make sure y'all go check it out. Okay, so getting back on time. I mean, Lord's wrong with me. So getting back on topic. So the Mortal Kombat reboot comes out this April 16th. I might go to the theaters and see it if it's actually safe to go because I'm not trying to watch it on HBO Max because if there's nothing free on internet for me to watch a recent movie that just came out, then there's no point of me watching it if it's not free. I really want to see this movie because it's the only anticipated movie that has me interested, you know, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out something because I really want to see this movie and do my review of it because I love Mortal Kombat. I love the franchise. And a few hours ago, I was gonna upload a reaction to IGN's video on the director of the Mortal Kombat reboot, breaking down some analyzing shots from the trailer, and I've seen it myself, and I'm beginning to understand why they brought in Cole Young the way they did. Because if you look at Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, those 3D PS2 Xbox games, including the GameCube games, you got new characters that were in the movie. Jesus, what's wrong with me? I can't even talk right. Please help me, y'all. All right, so if you look at the games like Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance, there were new characters, new addition characters in the game. You know, Darius, not Cabal, the guy who looked like Kim Masters from Street Fighter, and Robicho. Those were new addition characters that were brought into the game. And if you look at Cole's Young, he was brought into the game for a reason. Well, I don't know what you mean by that, Big Tank 7, but I'm sure things will work out, maybe. And no, Johnny Cage is not going to be in the movie. They'll probably put him in the sequel because everybody is expecting Johnny Cage to be in this movie, but Johnny Cage is not that well. Let me calm myself down before I say something stupid. Johnny Cage cannot be that important all the time. I get he's the top character, but maybe, just maybe, he's gonna be in the sequel. I'm just saying, I'm not sure, but we'll just see. We'll see. But there are a few things I love about the trailer. The fight scenes were great, fast, agile, fast paced, blood and gore, like in a video game. Energy, not energy, but the CGI effects, the visual effects looked incredible, and the areas that look like fighting game stages from MK2, like the shots when they show Raiden meeting Shang Tsung for the first time, that kind of reminded me of Mortal Kombat 2, the second stage. You know, the one with the spikes on top. Every time they uppercut you, they'll have you stick up on the spikes and stuff. You know what I'm talking about if you play Mortal Kombat 2. So I think there are a few moments I didn't like about the trailer. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I can't find anything wrong with the trailer though. Oh, the Scorpion get over here line. Maybe they'll probably fix the audio, but I'm not sure if they're gonna leave it in or not. But we'll just have to wait and see if they choose to keep it in there. It does, especially Shang Tsung costume. Well, Shang Tsung's costumes and Kung Lao's, Liu Kang, Raiden, they all remind me of MK11 costumes based on the video game effects, um, especially Kung Lao's costumes. His costume looks the best out of all of them because it kind of, you know, resembles Kung Lao's costumes from MK11, and they kind of look similar, almost matching one another. But Liu Kang is my favorite one as well. Almost I think I need to stop talking for a minute because I'm sounding my speech is not good. Oh, all right, I gotta calm down. I think the reason why I'm talking fast, maybe it's because I'm excited. I'm not sure, but I had issues like this in the past, and I'm still dealing with it now for years. But I'm trying my best to talk a little bit more slower and faster, so that way my tongue swirling and my speeches wouldn't come off as bad. But he's already in there, Brandon. Like, did you not see the trailer? Now, I think the Scorpion line could have been fixed, but it is what it is. I still love the trailer though. I still love the trailer. Everything about it from beginning to end blew me away. The fatalities are like one of my favorite parts about the trailer. And they kept it to the source material. And that's all we've been asking for is try to stay close to the source material, is try to stay faithful to that as well. And they've done their job. Now, here's the thing that I'm more excited about is when it's going to be coming out. Because, like I said, I still want to see the movie in theaters, and I really do. So maybe if it's actually safe to go in theaters without that many people there, and maybe I could just find some dude who sell bootleg copies of the movies that recently came out. Yeah, I would have been stoked to see it myself to do my review of it because I don't want to have to pay HBO Max, well, to watch it online because if it's not free, then I don't want to watch it. So that's the only way. Unless you put it on Netflix, then yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it myself because based on what I'm seeing from the trailer, I already know the movie is going to do good. So it shouldn't be no surprise to me. Brandon, listen, when you text, when you comment, make sure you fix your eye. And listen, whenever you guys comment on my videos, make sure your grammar is on point because sometimes when I read your comments, the grammars be off key because it's really hard for me to try to read certain words. Though, but I do get what you guys are saying, but sometimes I just want your grammars to be correct, like I with the capital I. So just to throw that out there. I love y'all, but you gotta fix your grammars. Because I had issues with this in the past. So all right, so let's talk Power Rangers for a minute. I think you know why I'm gonna still watch Dino Fury, despite my dislike for the theme song. But the season looks promising, so people said that it's still connected to the Ninja Steel to the Ninja Steel's timeline, but I don't believe that. It's in its own universe, and it should be. Even though Mick is coming back for maybe a full season, maybe like a full episode, certain episodes, but I don't see him as mentoring a team. But unless you have a different story arc film, then he might be something different. But that doesn't mean that Dino Fury is connected to the Ninja Steel's universe or Dino Charge universe. So don't even think like that. So I'm gonna watch the episode like around 11 o'clock because I don't like getting up early in the morning unless I church and conference calls or school online and stuff. That's basically the only way I'm able to get up in the morning. But for Power Rangers Dawn of Fury, I don't think so. I'm just gonna wait until 11 o'clock to watch these episodes and do my review of it. Cause y'all know how I do. Oh man, I don't know what is my favorite Sub-Zero cyborg. Maybe oh, Con Lane or Quine Lane. I guess Bihan. I'm not sure, but I think Bihan could be the cyborg or sub. I don't know. Either one. So getting back on topic, I think I'm more interested in Dino Fury and what I'm gonna be doing these episode reviews. And people are so quick to judge Dino Fury, claiming that it's just another Neo Saban season just because it's another Go Go Power Rangers. I hate the theme song, I do, but it's not another Neo Saban era. Just watch the episode yourself. It can change your mind. So yeah, that's just my opinion on this one. I'm gonna send an invite to the chat so you guys can come chat with me for a few minutes before I head off. But I'm still gonna, continue to do what I love doing, episode reviews, reaction videos and stuff. And hopefully it'll be a lot more easy for me to do because I don't want to burn myself out. Because that's basically the last thing I want to do. I haven't been doing a lot of art videos as of lately though. The last one I did was the Spider Gwen on my second channel that I've done. I'll probably do some more art videos here whenever I get a chance, whenever the time is right, because I really want to focus on growing my channel as well. Brandon, your grammar, man. What I tell you, Instead of saying made, you should say make. And you got to take your time texting or typing because I know what you're saying, but making it sound like Lord have mercy. See, I mean, Clifford the Big Red Dog, I don't care about it. I'm not into it. I mean, I was aware of it as a child, but as as an adult, I'm not. I don't really care. I know the kids will, but it's just not for me, man. It's not. So, I guess we could just talk, you know, video game movies. Some done right, some done terrible. Let's talk Streets of trying to think. Let's talk Streets of Rage for a minute because I feel like it's a franchise needs to be turned into a movie by Sega. They've done it with Sonic the Hedgehog, and look how good that turned out. And if they can do it, why not? Streets of Rage franchise, aka Bare Knuckle franchise. You could just cast the right people that have any kind of sports backgrounds, from martial arts, jiu-jitsu, boxing, you name it. If you cast those people in the Streets of Rage movie, I will bet you everybody would be stoked. But certain ones that are going to be complaining about everything, about certain cast members that don't look the part. I could just picture Streets of Rage movies made by Sega having a low budget. I will bet you it's going to blow people away. And now that you think about it, I think that small budget films do a lot better than big budget films, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, if you guys want to, ask me anything in a few minutes, but please make sure your grammar is on point because Brandon, Brandon, you know how much I love you being my loyal subscriber, but man, your grammar is off. I'm sorry, but you gotta do better in your typing, bro. I do get what you're saying, but you gotta fix your grammar at all times because that'll cause me to stutter real bad, and it's hard for me to get certain stuff right. Like I said, I'm gonna send an invite so you guys can chat with me in person, virtually, in person. Yeah, yeah, it is though. But they're gonna be in production, I believe, this March or April. I'm not sure, but I think it's March. Yeah, March next month. Hopefully, they'll be able to take their time. Yeah, it was, man. Yeah, Shadow Nova, what's up? That trailer alone was probably one of my favorite ones because I know last night I can barely sleep. I was just thinking about the Mortal Kombat trailer, and that's basically the only thing I could think about was that trailer. Like when are we going to get it? I was kind of being impatient too. I was downstairs eating my lunch early, and then I was on Facebook and I've seen the official trailer has been released. I don't know if they were planning some kind of joke on me and everything, but once I finished my lunch, I went upstairs and I did my reaction, and I was blown away. I was going crazy just seeing all of the characters being brought to life, from the visual effects to the CGI, fatalities, the fight scenes, and Everything about it just looks so good. I was really impressed what I've seen from head to toe. I could not really complain about everything except for that Scorpion get over here part. But that's the only thing that could be fixed. But everything else was spot on. I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, you wonder why the Disney franchise sucks. I can name a few. Brie Larson, that's why. Well, y'all, I think I'm about to head up out of here because I got some things to do tomorrow. Maybe I could do another episode of Let's Talk when I could just send the invite in the chat so that everybody could just come in and just chill with your boy and talk, have a conversation, positive vibes only. And make sure your grammar's on point. Just saying. So with that being said, that's gonna be episode. Let me just go because I cannot take it no more. I'm tired. I gotta I'm I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out.